So the final phase of puja is going to start with Thitu, and Thitu is the great distractor for this puja. Thitu is the great distractor as well as the motivator for this Ram Ki Shakti Puja. So we are going to start the final phase of this puja. We will have the Durga Aarti, we will have the final Havan, and we'll close with the meditation, Raj Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, or you can say to activate our Kundalini, which start from the foundation, which is the Mooladhara Chakra. Then we will move slowly, slowly, passing through the navel, to the heart, to the neck, and finally we reach the Sahasranama. It will take time, maybe 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, or maybe it will not get activated. The person who has already activated previously, it had to just pass this energy slowly, and the person who is basically having the purity of mind and follow the Ashtanga Yoga, we start from Yama, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So what basically the Yama is, we talk about the purity of mind, purity of thoughts, purity in behavior, ahimsa, and all those things, which is the very basic. And the second step is the niyam. That means you have to have a proper niyam, that is waking up in the morning, do the puja, do the basic work of your life. Then of course, if you can do, go for the evening puja and close your day by the evening, by the late night, and repeat this cycle. If you're not able to repeat this niyama, you will not be able to activate your proper energy, if you talk about Kundalini, if you talk about, or if you talk about anything related to meditation. So if people who are doing meditation and if they are not following the niyama part, they will not going to basically get proper benefit. They may have some certain kinds of experiences which they can have here and there, but that is of no use. In fact, experiences of spiritual are of no use if that is not being manifested in the proper knowledge, the proper wisdom which will come from the right sources, which is Bhagavad Gita, our Upanishads, which our rishis have basically written. There are almost 101 proper Upanishads are there, on which Adi Sankacharya has written note on 11 Upanishads. The most voluminous one is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. I am not able to even pronounce properly. Kena Upanishad. And many others. So, if your Kundalini is being activated, but if you are not Getting proper knowledge, that is of no use. The activation of Kundalini has of no use if you are not able to get the proper knowledge from the right sources. And who are the right sources? In Vivek Chudamani, Adi Sakacharya has told who are our right guru, what are their basic criteria and many things. So nature itself is a guru for us, but get it from the right sources. That is important. So after niyam, asana. So actually, like, we want to control the mind, but controlling the mind is a far thing. If we cannot control our own body, how can we control our mind? So first we try to control our body with the proper posture, whatever postures which suits you. Any kind of the asanas, there are many kinds of asanas that has been recommended, told, but whatever suits you, that is good for enough. Mostly what is important is you should have the spinal cord erected. Erected final spinal cord, of course your forehead should be like straight. So that is a proper posture any asana you can take. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam. Then basically the control of the breath or even like focusing on the breath. Controlling is a far thing which first you start with just focusing on your breath. Slowly, slowly, slowly your breath will pacify, it will soothe. So breath is very important. Right kind of the breath, stable breath which comes slowly. It's not like in one day or two you can get it. The Thitu is always there to distract me. Oh, Thitu! Ooh, 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 ooh. So pranayama basically the controlling of the life force is basically the breath. So like first you focus on whatever kind of the breath you have without even properly controlling it. Slowly you will get right kind of the breath. That is very automatic. Don't try to control it. Just focus on your breath. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna himself told that just you have to focus on your nostrils, focus on your breath basically, and slowly it will get specified. So yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar. Pratyahar is very interesting. It is like don't have anything into a memory for a long period of time. Just you have, so just as the mirror, the things are coming, whatever the mirror is, whatever the things it is coming, it is just taking, and whatever that is passes. So any incidents in your life which is coming, take it as a mirror, have a reflection of it, acknowledge it, but don't take it in a memory. It's very difficult, but at least you should not have any kind of the attitude for that. What is attitude? Any negative or a positive preconceived notion. That is the basic definition of attitude, that preconceived notion towards the negative or positive attitude. So this is all about the pratyahar, dharana, dharana. Pratyahar, dharana is basically when you go for the pratyahar, then you will go to the next step, the dharana. Dharana, I am not able to recall much, but that basically that it can't kind of the stability of slowly you are control your postures, then you have controlled your breath, then you have controlled your mind by the reflection. You're not going for attitude, you're not forming your attitude towards any objects, whether it is negative or positive. You will take it as it is without thinking of it as a negative or as a positive. Take it as it comes. without a तेरा छोड़ो, तेरा छोड़ो, अब ये कट रहा है तेरा। Hmm. Hmm. You are getting dangerous, yeah. So basically, you have controlled your posture, then you control your breath, then you are trying to control your mind with that not resisting any kind of memory, just passing it through without any judgmental, without any forming attitude. So that is dharana. Then that comes, the next step is the dhyanam. So focus on whatever you want to focus on, maybe like any picture. People used to focus on any light, or maybe anything, whatever that makes you like comfortable into. In Kundalini, they focus on different kind of chakras that you can focus upon. Starting from the Mooladhara, you have to take care of the proper Mooladhara because that is the foundation. So you have to be very sensitive to your Mooladhara chakra. That is basically the foundation, and that is the more dangerous because that is basically the animalistic part, right? So you should have a proper control over it. Dhyan, then next stage of the samadhi, which is basically the super conscious state. And what Swami Vivekananda said about is that samadhi, if it comes, that the huge amount of time is passed, you're not able to notice it pass in a fraction of a second. So that is like a flow of time. Maybe, for example, if you are interested in the music, you might have find that when you are involved in the music a lot, the time passes, you cannot notice. Similarly, in meditation also, if the time passes and you are not noticing the time, and huge amount of time seems to pass, so that is basically the super conscious state where the Atma and Paramatma is almost merged. It almost becomes it almost becomes the same. So this is the Ashtanga Yoga propagated by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Then of course Swami Vivekananda has given his Raj Yoga in it. So we'll do it in the last. First we will start with the puja, the arati. The Ram ki Shakti Puja basically is the Ashtanga Yoga, where he meditated on the Shakti Mata, and Nirala ji has written very great in this Ram ki Shakti Puja. So we will start and we will do it. Okay, we will start with the Havan and the Puja. Okay.